Hey, it's your friend SARIOLA here. I got a new record out called Voyager and I'm going on tour. So I've just updated my live setup. I'll go through the setup real quick first and then we go into the nitty-gritty stuff. So here we have a Andreas Cuntz guitar, a CVG model, and I'm using 3 pickups. There's a magnetic pickup, a piezo transducer for the kick sound, and then a Gooseneck microphone from Schatten as well. The strings are 12 to 53 and coated. Then it comes out from the guitar with a Ethernet cable, which goes, go back in there. There we go. It goes into a breakout box, and from that breakout box it goes into standard jacks. And all those sources go into the Heath mixer over here, except the magnetic pickup goes through the Quad Cortex. Now everything is summed within the Heath, and then front of house gets a stereo left and right from the mixer. That's everything in a nutshell. But now let's dive into the details, okay? Now, regarding the guitar, I got 2 Cuntz Guitars. They're a bit different woods. This is like a core blackwood thingy and a soft sounding spruce top. It also has an extended scale length, so it's like a semi-baritone guitar, but it's set up for standard tuning. I really love that sound. There's something that I really love about that. And what else? It can handle really low tunings with great ease. Now, my other guitar has ovengle back and sides, and it's a bit more snappier, punchier. That's like an upright piano, and this one is more like a grand piano. And then about the pickups, I actually have 5 or 6 pickups within the guitar, but currently I'm just using 3 just for the sake of simplicity. It makes the workflow easier and faster. Just a disclaimer, I'm changing my setup every 1, 2, or 3 years, so I'm way overdue about making these rundown videos because I just want to document this where I'm with this right now, because I just got the new mixer the other day and things are again moving forward, so better to do something than nothing. Anyway, yeah, tons of Anyway, where was I? The other pickups, if you want to know, they're like a mono piezo and left and right piezos. But yeah, the Gooseneck is a new thing. I'm really liking it so far. What else? Yeah, it comes out with the Ethernet. How do you pronounce that? Ethernet cable comes out into that breakout box and into standard jacks. So now let's mute all the other pickups except that magnetic pickup here. I'm going down here. So we mute the kick and the microphone, and now it's only the magnetic pickup, and as you can hear, none of these body sounds are coming out. It's only that magnetic pickup. And just for the sake of it, I'll actually mute the reverbs on the mixer as well, so you can really hear the tone of that magnetic pickup. So what does it have? First of all, important things. Here we have a graphic EQ. I'm a big fan of the MXR 10-band EQ. And this is kind of emulating that setup. Before that, we have a small compressor to keep the sound a bit more compact. And before that, there's a whammy. And when I press down that whammy, it opens up a parallel line over here that opens up like an extra delay. So as you can hear now, it's almost bone dry, except that delay there. But when I open up this whammy, that big extra delay comes in. And then over here, there's a filter. As I'm pressing down that filter, it also opens up another delay. I think it's over here. Is that? Yeah. So when the filter comes in, it also adds a bit of delay and magic into the sound. So that's what the expression pedals are doing. This third lane over here is just my Octavus sound, which I made a video quite some time ago. So you hear how it brings in like a little growl into the sound. Now bear in mind, it's not bringing in any low end, actually. It's there just to bring that note. And then, what else? There's a little freeze over here. For nice little pad sounds. And then I got a bunch of delays and reverbs over here. First, these two, just a standard delay. Like a big delay, and then like an octave reverb. Nice. Then I got these three, F, B, and D switches, and they're all on this last lane, on the fourth lane down here. Now this fourth lane is more like creative effects kind of stuff. You can barely hear it, but there's a bit of clean guitar tone there. It's very quiet, but when I press down this chorus, for example, at the same time it boosts the signal quite a lot. And then what else? There's a bit of a lexicon type of a hall. And what else? Yeah, then on that particular lane, I switch between this kind of a slapbackish delay, which is now quarter notes, between that and an overdrive. That pretty much covers the Quad Cortex thingy. I've just completely maxed out all the lanes and the CPU pretty much. So I'm always kind of trying to nudge things around to get more juice out of that box. Eventually I'll probably hop into like a laptop setup and a MIDI controller, but so far I'm still quite used to having things set up like this. So then we actually should probably look at the mixer. Let's now mute the magnetic. So this is how the microphone sounds like. So this is quite heavily compressed and heavily EQ'd. Let's see what it has eaten. So there's a bit of gate, noise gate, and a fair amount of EQ and a pretty sort of heavy compressor. And it's not very loud. It's only there to add some acoustic flavor on top of that magnetic pickup. But here things get interesting because this microphone goes into a room reverb over here. And it's I come up here with this. It's not like a standard room reverb. It's a short room, and it comes out from the mixer here and goes out and comes into these stereo channels over here. And why do I do that? Well, it is because I want to process my reverb. Here we can see what's happening. So that room reverb has some gate and compression and tons of EQ. As you can see, I've taken down some lows and highs and bumped up stuff around 1K, 2K. Here it sounds like when it's on. Now I try to put it out. It's there, but it doesn't quite cut through with the same aggression. Let's put the effects back on. If I don't have these compressors and all that stuff set up, those same things, they're just not like popping out there. And this whole thing comes from Wave's Manny Marroquin reverb, which is has excellent short rooms and EQ and compression features, which that's very unique. I haven't come across any other plugin that has those, and that's what I'm emulating here. So then, let's check out the kick drum. So, it's hard to kind of look into this because it has two channels. First, I go into the mixer and then I send it out and send it back in. So now let's see how that kick drum sounds with just like single channel processing. It's good, but it's also like really dynamic, too dynamic. Now with the both channels on, it's much more controlled, much more. It has a pretty wild EQ curve, and it's emulating, again, my old MXR setup. Everything is cut out except there's like a big boost at 60 Hertz and a little bit of 4K. There's a little gate to help the overall sound and basically a compressor that is working as a limiter. Then that goes out from here, goes back in, and this is the kick drum post setup. And it again has another gate, keeping that sound controlled. A little bit of EQ, bass boost, in case I need some of that low-end thump, depending on the sound system I'm working with. And finally, another compressor, just to keep things really steady, so I can kind of hit wherever on the guitar and that sub-frequency stuff stays really solid. And this is sent out again into that short room reverb, which is compressed. And if I take that out, ooh, that's nice. I accidentally left the mic on as I was demonstrating that kick drum, but the microphone is bringing out just a hint of that body and click for the kick drum. Now, if we just listen to the kick drum on its own, bone dry, controlled, sounds good. Now let's bring in that room reverb. All right. Nice. Let's bring in that microphone. Okay, it brings a bit like a bit more body to the overall sound. And what else? And then we have a long haul, like a lexicon kind of thing on the mixer as well. If we take that out, yeah, it brings in some ambience. So one thing I forgot to mention is this scrunchie here for hair. It's a hair scrunchie. So basically, it's here to mute the strings. And yeah, I'll play you something. It's called The Biggest Wave. Just a bit of that because I use it there, for example. And yeah, I just want to mention I love this tuning. There's a, I think that's a C, G, G, a C, and then F and another F. Well, that's not The Biggest Wave, but Biggest Wave goes something like this. And if you lose your way, just find the guiding star in the northern sky, and you will know where you are. And so the biggest, oh, go there, will you? So the biggest wave, try to take me to man there. Although if I won't on that, I made it because of you. Oh, I made it through. Because of you. Oh, everything I had slipped through my fingers into the depths. Thanks for watching. And check out the record. Come see my shows. I'm playing in Finland, Germany, China, Japan, and United States in 26. So, see you next time. Subscribe, like, whatever. I don't know. If you got any questions, write your comments down below, and I'll do my best to answer y'all. Take care. Cheers.